How's it going, everybody? We're here to check out the potential skins for this next week, and this week is going to be a little bit different because it is Complete the Sets. If you don't know what Complete the Sets is, basically the way it works is there's this gigantic list of over 400 skins that belong to the most popular sets. Whiteout, Ladybug, Flashbacks, No Mercy, Rainbow Pony, blah blah blah, anything, you know? And basically, Help's going to go through that list for this week and pick out skins from that to help complete and shorten that list a little bit. So, sometimes he decides to do it for 2 weeks. I don't know if he will or not. We'll tackle that, whether or not that happens. But also, backpack skins are new. And so, the first backpack skin was a free Twitch drop. And now we have the chance of getting backpack skins from the creators in the workshop as skins. So this week we're going to look at all of the backpack skins submitted over the last 2 weeks so far and take a look and just hopefully a few of these will make their way on in. So first up, we've got the hard suit backpack. Definitely a really good start. I could see a lot of people loving the scrappiness of this, starting with the metal across the straps and just all of the plating going on with it. Our next backpack is the school backpack, and as you can see, it has like a lot of tape and everything kind of holding it together. And then when you come on back here, you can see it's made out of like an old corduroy, and it has lots of little bright colors. There's stickers, there's buttons, the straps are all colored up and everything. There's a little, stickers or things from in-game, like you've got the minicopter and the little tugboat and the rocket and so forth. Over here there's the AK and a scrap car, so it has a lot of little details to it that I think is quite nice. I could see people enjoying. Now, speaking of Blackout, as I mentioned earlier, well, the Blackout backpack, of course, had to be something that would happen. Now, I don't know if this actually has a chance of getting in, as there was a post on Twitter complaining about camo backpacks. Now, the backpack itself is already green camouflage, so I mean, seeing other green camouflage probably wouldn't be too surprising because, well, I mean, that's what it looks like by default, but also, why would you want to buy something that looks almost exactly like the default one? So, you know, you have that. But I think things like camo backpacks may not be for some time or ever at all. I don't know. That could change. That was just something posted by Earn, and so that's something to keep into consideration when it comes to the stealthy backpacks. Next up, we have the Snow Reaper backpack by Voodoo, and as you can see, it has a little more kind of like a blue-gray tones to it, so really it's not going to match directly with the snow. It might, you know, blend in the bushes pretty well from a distance, but from pretty close, it's going to appear much more blue-gray, I think, and this means maybe it has more of a chance. Again, I don't know what to what extent the devs meant about that comment. We'll just have to see. Next up, we have a ninja backpack for you. There's two versions. There's an all black and one with red, and I think the red details really help it kind of pop. And you know, that red and black is always such a classic ninja kind of combo. You've got all sorts of little details going on, which is really nice. I like the little hidden stars and throwing blades, and you know, you have all sorts of other stuff, little ropes and so forth. And yeah, I think a really good job was done on this one. Next up for you, we have the Flashbacks backpack, and well, Flashbacks is a very popular set, and I mean, here's an example of where they took a similar camo to the actual backpack but made it look quite different. It definitely has a very different era feel to it with this. They did capture that kind of Vietnam-y look to it, and I mean, that's what the set has, you know, Flashbacks, that's kind of where it's been going. But would you buy something that looks pretty much the same, you know, overall color-wise as the default, if it's made to look cool enough? Next, we got you another one from a very popular set with the No Mercy backpack. And as you can see, the straps are white and black, very clean. And then you've got the rest of the pack here. And it does have a little bit of a kind of like worn look to it, but it still looks very fresh, especially the padded pillow back here. But it looks like a pillow, but it's actually a pouch. And you've got the nice insignia from the rest of the set there with the wings and the screaming skull. Definitely translated quite well onto the large backpack. Next, we've got some more snow camo for you with the Arctic Protection backpack. As you can see, it's got basically very just snow camo. I mean, it's a little grungy, a little dirty, and then you've got the basic grays and whites of your typical snow camo. This would definitely be one that would blend in quite well, especially in bushes or against the rockscape in the snow. So hey, you know, how do you guys feel about that? Our next backpack is something that is very much so the opposite of camouflage, but it is made from stuff in rust, so it fits the world so well. It is a hazmat large backpack by Say Chains. And as you can see, the whole thing just looks like it's made out of old hazy material. You even have what looks like an old, spread out face mask, which is pretty funny. Parts of the tank and everything, and they just did a really good job of translating this onto here, complete with duct tape holding it together and all. Our next backpack has a desert theme, and it's the Desert Tan backpack. And as you see, it has kind of like a fabric that looks very similar to what the military would use. Very good detail to that, and it looks very clean. It looks like a new pack, and I think it's not, it's tan exactly, it's not all the browns and stuff that you would just see in the desert, so it might help a little bit, but it wouldn't make you completely invisible, I feel. So this one is, kind of in between there of, yeah, it's kind of camo, but not. Do you guys feel the same about that? Next, we have one more that is very much so not going to be camouflage for you with this bright neon green. It is the Ribbit large backpack by Yan. And starting with some lotus flowers here in the front, you can come around the back with some rainbows and clouds, and then this silly little frog friend going on. And there's little buttons here and there that kind of go with the cutesy theme of it. Definitely a one of those kind of like cosplay set things that would just go perfect along for those kind of customers. Next, we have another Hazy backpack for you. This one's simply just called Hazmat Large Backpack. As you can see, it's a little bit more kind of shiny, but they went ahead and put kind of like the face shield part up on the top instead of the bottom there, and it really kind of looks like it's put together much better, less duct tape and so forth, so it has kind of a cleaner design to it. Next, we have a crazy looking backpack for you, the Vox Pack, and as you can see, the whole thing is meant to look like voxel cubes, and if you follow around the design, it just has like a nice little mix of colors. There's a little bit of rainbow in there, here and there, with designs, and it's just a really kind of different looking backpack. From far away, you can really kind of, ooh, we went too far away. You can see the pixelation there, and it's kind of a, I wouldn't say mesmerizing, but cool little effect, And last but not least, we have the Founders Edition backpack. This is another kind of green camo one. And the artist did put a note saying that this was more of a dedication to, the Rust devs, not, something that has to be, meant for serious submission. But I still think a lot of people like it. It has little details here and flowers and stuff like that. They did kind of more of a Kevlar thing on the back. And there's a little chippy right there. And you've got, a little bit of everything going on. A little Gmod pin, which I think is quite fun. So that's going to do it for the backpacks, everybody. Sound off down in the comment section below which of these you like the most and hope make a way into the game, and what collections are you hoping will complete this week as well. Sound off down in those comments so I can pass it on. As always, anything else, just leave me a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, or send it to whoever it's meant to get to. Thank you for rudely interrupting me, cargo ship. But that's going to do it. Stay rusty and have a good one.